Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius January 17, 2025. With the Sun opposing retrograde Mars today, work can pose some challenges in the form of frustrating delays or difficult personalities. However, opportunities arise to improve working conditions or refine goals if you're looking for them. Nevertheless, if mixing personal and professional arenas, be especially mindful. Imbalances between these can be pronounced now, prompting you to pay more attention to time management strategies. There can be pouting, drama, and all kinds of tricky relationship maneuvers going on now. Avoid letting these things drain you. Be especially attentive to details today. Misunderstandings can be plenty, and you'll want to avoid bad press. It's possible you're wrestling with a simultaneous need to stick with the familiar and move out of your comfort zone. Impatience won't move things forward, it will only serve to increase the chance of errors now. Today's energy could feel like you've stepped upon a landmine and are soaring bruised through the air. As the great Sun, our most potent luminary, continues to blaze a trail through your solar house of domesticity, he will cross swords with mighty Mars, the red planet of anger and war. Explosive tension around home and career could manifest, spilling over if your partner is feeling taken advantage of. Friction will be ripe at this time, triggering absolutely everyone to attack just for the sake of tasting revenge. Practice mindfulness and breathe. Is it time to share what is going on? You might need to consider opening up to someone in your personal life since the Sun in Capricorn will oppose Mars retrograde in Cancer. Lately, you could have felt frustrated with your career path. Things may not go as planned, especially if you lack opportunities for success, recognition, and improvement. You may have kept this a secret from your loved ones. Although it could be scary to share your struggles, you may feel less stressed and angered after doing so. Your loved ones are here to help. There is perhaps more than you want to deal with in the emotional realm today. A sense of urgency may plague you when you sense the celestial atmosphere. Try making this urgency something that you can benefit from. Apply it to your health. Health is something we ought to think of as urgent in this day and age. So much of what we live in, smog, processed foods, a culture that focuses on youth and beauty, distracts us from truly healthy choices. On this day, your reflective nature may take you on a trip down memory lane. Why try to put on the brakes? Days have a tendency to be filled with nostalgia. Indulge yourself by contemplating the dynamics of your family of origin. Like all of us, if you do not know the whole story of how your parents met and eventually got married, you may have questions that you want to ask. By all means, do so if you have the opportunity. While the moon left your career sector yesterday, bringing the first full moon of 2025 to a close, on both sides of life's fence, instead of dialing back, they are going to remain energized. This is a full moon that is likely to have ignited a fire in your belly when it comes to this professional year and the opportunity that this brings for a reset. This is something that has energized planets across the income, work and career fronts for not just a few days, but for months to come. Yet pushback from the Sun as he continues to keep the focus on home and family is just as strong and just as spirited. Having the right work and life balance has never been so important. It has only been 3 days since the lunar nodes ended their 18-month policing of a balance between your own and your relationship needs. You should already notice a drop in pressure. Without the North Node in your relationship sector and the South Node in Libra, they are no longer pushing against each other, while the Moon is bringing a positive few days for friendship and relationship building. Our eyes in the sky. When the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer, you may feel an unusual sense of imbalance, as though the universe is nudging you to test your patience and resilience. This celestial opposition can make even simple tasks seem daunting, and you might find your motivation waning. On days like this, it's essential to remember the power of a deep breath and a moment of grounding. Have you ever paused amidst chaos to center yourself, only to realize that calmness could completely transform your perspective? Such moments remind us of the importance of composure, allowing us to navigate challenges with clarity and grace. It's not uncommon during these times to encounter individuals who seem to test your limits, intentionally or not. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, the key is to remain centered and not let their actions dictate your emotional state. Reflect on a time when you successfully kept your cool in a tense situation. How did that affect the outcome? Often, it is our calm response that de-escalates conflicts and turns a potentially negative encounter into a positive learning experience. These are the moments that underscore our strength and resilience, reinforcing our ability to handle adversity with grace. Low energy levels might accompany these emotional tests, making it even more challenging to push through the day. However, it's important to acknowledge that everyone has off days, and it's perfectly okay to feel less than your best. On such days, self-compassion becomes your greatest ally. Think about a time when you gave yourself a break and allowed space for rest and recuperation. Didn't that make all the difference in how you felt afterward? By embracing self-care, you give yourself permission to recharge, which ultimately helps you regain your strength and focus. Interestingly, making a conscious effort to be friendly and open, even when you're feeling low, can have a surprising impact. Your warmth and genuine interest in others can brighten not just your day but also the days of those around you. Have you ever noticed how a simple act of kindness can ripple outward, creating a positive atmosphere? These gestures, small as they may seem, can leave lasting impressions and foster deeper connections. The joy of seeing someone smile because of your kindness can be incredibly uplifting and a reminder of the power of human connection. Sometimes, minor disagreements with friends or loved ones arise, and it's easy to blow them out of proportion. However, it's crucial to remember that these small conflicts are often just that small. They don't threaten the strength of a solid relationship. Offering a sincere apology when you've said something regrettable can mend fences quickly. Have you experienced the relief and renewed closeness that comes after resolving a misunderstanding with a heartfelt apology? Such moments teach us about the resilience of our relationships and the importance of communication in maintaining them. Even when everything seems to be going well, you might feel a lingering sense of dissatisfaction, perhaps yearning for more recognition or special treatment. It's worth considering whether these desires are realistic or if they might be setting you up for disappointment. Letting go of unfulfilled expectations can be liberating. Have you ever felt a weight lift after releasing an unrealistic goal? Embracing what is can bring peace and contentment, helping you focus on the positives rather than what's missing. Your charm and openness make you a magnet for people, and your ability to strike up meaningful conversations with strangers is a gift. These spontaneous connections can lead to enriching experiences for both you and the people you meet. Have you ever had a random encounter that left you feeling uplifted and inspired? Such interactions highlight the beauty of openness and the unexpected joys it can bring into our lives. In financial matters, it's prudent to stay cautious and flexible. With the future's inherent unpredictability, making significant financial moves without thorough consideration could lead to regret. Have you ever been thankful for pausing to reflect before making a major financial decision? Taking time to weigh your options ensures that you're making informed choices, safeguarding your resources, and setting yourself up for future stability.